I'm Your Woman, out on Amazon now, new thriller directed by Julia Hart, starring Rachel Brosnahan as Jean. When we meet her, she's a fairly bored stay at home trophy wife for a guy named Eddie. It's also the 1970s. Right in the first scene, Eddie shows up at home at the house with a baby in his arms, and when Jean asks him who this is, he says with a wide smile on his face, "It's our baby." Jean is extremely confused, so are we as the audience, and she reluctantly begins to take care of the infant because what else is there to do? Soon after that, she's woken up in the middle of the night by one of Eddie's friends. He quickly explains that Eddie is in trouble, something went wrong on a job, clearly illegal. Jean is not safe. She has to take the baby, take a big bag of cash, get in a car with another coworker of Eddie named Carl, and get the hell away from the house to find safety elsewhere. And then, as she does go, we begin to learn more and more about the secrets that her life was surrounded by, as well as the giant mess that she got caught up with because of her husband's wrongdoings. So I thought this was a really refreshing take on the genre of thriller, particularly this flavor where the protagonist has to navigate a dangerous situation whilst having no idea what's really going on around them. Because usually it will be the Eddie character, the guy who's in the middle of it all, while his wife or lady sits back at home and is used as a plot device, something he wants to protect, his enemies want to leverage against him. This film flips that perspective and instead follows that very lady. And you might ask, well, what's so interesting about following a damsel in distress? First of all, there's actually plenty, especially because of the whole baby situation, where we as the audience know this isn't really Jean's baby, so there's always the open question of how much she actually cares to protect it, and is there a line after which she just focuses on her own safety? And this whole baby subplot is something that definitely comes back during the film. And second, Jean only really is a damsel in distress for the first part of the film because, but from minute one, she grows as a character. She learns how to handle herself in the situations that life puts her in. And of course, she does make mistakes. She fucks things up. She trusts the wrong people. But she learns from those mistakes as well and lets the circumstances forge her into a different woman. A woman that is more proactive, more capable, more hardened. I really liked that character growth as displayed in the film and as played by Rachel Brosnahan. She's somehow completely believable as Jean at every point of her journey. At the beginning, when she's clueless and scared, and also towards the end, when she's already pieced together a lot of what's going on and knows what to do about it. I also really enjoyed the technical aspects of the film. They're never really put on the forefront, outshining the story or the character, but they're constantly used as building blocks for this world that Jean inhabits, and I think in really competent ways. The costumes and cinematography are very good. I loved the music, and that goes both for original score as well as the songs used on the soundtrack. I have to say the film really worked for me on pretty much every level. The one criticism I can think of is that other people may have is that the movie takes a fairly long time to explain what's actually going on, and for a large part we're just thrown in there from at the deep end with Jean, not knowing what this whole intrigue is really about. I enjoyed this aspect. I like movies built like mysteries that the audience has to solve, but I can see some people being turned off by it and complaining about the slow and confusing start. Again, I've had no problems with it, and I think I'm Your Woman is a genuinely solid film.